Hey, Facebook family, it's Martine Lopez from The Curiosity Theory and my cousin's wife.
Hi,
cousin,
I'm Cindy Souza. Welcome. Happy to be here with Martine, a man I admire and enjoy hanging out with a bunch.
I love it. I love it. So we're going to talk about curiosity and what curiosity does. So when I first started learning about curiosity, I learned that curiosity, it just wasn't curiosity alone that had me change the situations around. It was that curiosity triggers a true desire to know. So what does that mean for you, Cindy? What does curiosity mean for you?
Well, for me, I think curiosity, I see it really as a nice, much better, much more constructive path towards a resolution, and also kind of the opening up of creativity. Instead of meeting blockades, you're meeting someone else's mind and someone else's perspective that you had no clue about before. So being curious is really, really helpful.
And so you investigate like what's going on.
Yes.
So have you ever had it in your life where you were in a situation where somebody and you absolutely like knew what they were thinking, but you were wrong, but you just like, you're not going to admit it?
Absolutely. I'm like one of those like really opinionated people, but I've grown a lot like in my adult life, and I think, I mean, I'm not there yet, but I think, you know, being able to realize, hey, step back. Am I really understanding this person? Am I really thinking that I know what's in their brain better than what they know is in their brain? Probably not.
But sometimes it seems like we do, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then sometimes we're right, but let's say we're right about, like, we absolutely do know what we're thinking. What does that do for the other person? Like in that
closes them off instead of, allows them to speak.
So one way that I say, you know, for me, it's I ask questions, like open-ended questions, and I literally ask people, like, I really say, like, I'm curious, and then sometimes I don't even know what I'm curious about. I just know that it's kind of like you commit to like being curious, and then you just gotta like come up with something.
Yeah,
you know
just
what I
go
mean?
with it.
So being a mom, she's a mom. She's got a gorgeous baby.
Yeah.
And so being a mom, how does curiosity play into that? Probably.
Oh wow! I mean, once you have a kid, it's a whole new world, and you find out that, you know, they come into this world with their own little personality and their own way of thinking about things and their own way of exploring things. Like, we'll get him these toys. For example, my mom got him this really cool train set, and it's made out of all these different shapes, all these different blocks, like a triangle block and square block. And he would just take it apart and hold these two little cylinder blocks in his hand. And that was the only way he played with the train set. He didn't drive the train. He didn't put the blocks back on the train. He would just take it apart and hold the two cylinders in his hands like this. And that was how he played with it.
And that's great, kind of what we're talking about. Like, that's a different way of exploring. Like, it's a train, but it doesn't have to be a train to him.
No.
It can be something completely different. And,
Yeah.
And so let's say conversations can be whatever we want them to be. They can be, like you said, creative. Mm-hmm. They can be combative. They can be fun.
Yeah.
They can just take all kinds of different lives. So it really just depends on where you want to take it and what you want to create. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I love having you on my show. We're going to have you again.
Thank you.
You want to come back?
Of course. Anything for you, man.
Thanks a lot. So it's Martine Lopez, and I put a link down here in case you want to buy the book and connect with me on Twitter and Facebook, and we'll see you tomorrow. Today is actually day 11, so we'll see you tomorrow on day 12.
Bye.
Bye.